Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this episode, I will make a project, but that um, make 1 hour for this project. In this project video, we'll have 4 topics. It's about business in digital era, and second topic is internship, and third topic is culture. The fourth one is my about my goals. So let's talk to about business in digital era. Um, Business digital era is uh wait, what is business in digital era? Era are changing at a rapid pace from industrial era to digital era. A lot of things are changing too. That includes business. Some business got taken over because they lack of innovation to grow. Some business are still barely standing because they manage to follow how our era changing, but they still lack of innovation to grow. In this era, there are a lot of business options. For example, secure access service, AI business, software development, and more. If I could pick which business, I just wanna be a software developer because I like to developing application, and it's exciting. But sometimes when I was coding, it's like my brain is stuck, and that make me so mad, and I just leave my room and go to somewhere, someplace, and just seeing the air, no, just seeing the sky. What a wonderful sky, blue sky with a white cloud. Yeah, that's what I do when I'm stuck in programming. So, what kind of job in digital era? I would like to build uh, an AI business for sure. The first thing I want to build is an AI that can replace. We we human are lazy. We hire people to do things, but that we should be doing. So I want to make an AI that I can perform or core for humans. Uh, and some digital era business so is YouTube. YouTube make a content creator that's named uh, or usually called by YouTuber. They have a lot of subscriber in YouTube. They some of YouTuber make a gaming video like Mobile Legend, PUBG, or and each, but they're really successful because they join the tournament too. Like PUBG have if uh, if I was not none, I I thought PUBG have a prize pool in the tournament is 100 dollar USD, and Mobile Legend have 25 million. rupiah. That's so much that's so many. No, it's much. So it's uh, this. What do you plan? Business. This artificial intelligence business program is for entrepreneurs who like engineering and currently exist in the cutting edge of it. Artificial intelligence or AI is the growing industry since more business and corporations are slowly incorporating into their operations or manufacturing and customer service. Today, there are several gadgets which have AI. For instance, smartphone and smart TV have particle old software that works with AI to work, and these devices are utilized by normal people on a day-to-day basis to give their living more evident and easy. So if you need to be part of the changing and developing reality, that is the business idea for you. In contrast, VR and AR also has its limits in specific area that 3D business will balance in this point of time. It's all human computer action and it's all part of computer science. Today, in terms of AI, this is another very powerful way. I believe a lot of people are very interested in the topic right now. It hasn't it hasn't been used more and people are simply researching how it will be applied. What are the really practical application of AI? I'm even thinking about the topic is how to segment this body better using ACs or assess our machine learning. So we gotta we gotta go to the next topic. Next topic is internship. What is internship? Internship is when you have worked in some company, but 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 it's not really work, and you will get a salary. It's it's you are that you are have a training in that company, but you didn't really get the salary. You just get experience for your future. You work like usual people. If you're a software developer, you work to develop apps like or develop web or else and each. Um, in this internship, you didn't give. You will get humiliated because your your title is internship, not not really big. This internship is like above of OB office boy, just that. Cause there the another people was thing about you is you didn't have much skill because you are too young and your internship. So what uh, what should we what the preparation of internship? I think you should learn If you are a software developer, you should learn some programming language like the most powerful for company like React.js, and you should you should what you should learn a basic of programming and basic of JavaScript. And if you are Android developer in now is the most hype language is Flutter or Dart. That's really really hype in this era. You should take the learn for it. That's this is my advice. It's yes. So the great companies are not really uh, I'm not sure for my uh for my what request you in these great companies you have to go to some small company because they don't really have don't really have many people in their companies, so you should take uh, that company for your internship, but I'm not sure about that. That's up to you who wanna hear hear my advice or not, but that's up to you. uh, so benefits of internship is just experience, no more. You didn't have a you didn't get a salary, you didn't get uh you didn't get salary or didn't get what kun no, no, you didn't get I think just that's it, but you may have many connection or girl maybe, or but not very priceful but for your benefit. My planning for my internship is I want internship in some company that's good and that have a big name in the country, but I think it's just a dream. I don't really think it could be realist. Okay, take next to another topic. It's about a culture. It's culture about country, about Indonesia maybe. The specific food of Indonesia, I think is nasgor or fried rice. That really many in road, uh, uh, like you can search in YouTube uh, sip street food. There are many in Indonesia like pecel lele or ketoprak or ales and each. Yes, but The street food in Indonesia is really good. The taste was so good, and it's the price is very cheap. Not like an, not like a restaurant. They just have expensive food, but not really good, or even the taste is so bad. I mean it. Mm, and we have a story too in Indonesia. What what story? Wait, let me think. What story but Indonesia? Mm, mm, Indonesian story. Wait a minute. Okay, just wait a few minutes maybe, cause here is lagging. I just searching for a story about Indonesia, but cause I don't really know about this country like the full tale in my childhood. I just stay at home, no more. Just watch a TV. Not really, not really exciting. Sorry. So what? It's one of story in Indonesia. The name is bawang merah, bawang putih, and or a shallot and garlic. It is a Cinderella type story of good versus evil, and very popular in Indonesia and Malaysia also. The shallot and garlic are half sister who are polar opposites of each other. The shallot is a lazy, greedy girl spoiled by their mother, while garlic is obedience, diligent, and does all the chore without complaint. One laundry day in the river, the garlic loses a scarf, which is picked up but by an old woman. The old woman says she will return the scarf if garlic cooks and clean for her. Garlic does as she's told. Gets get the scarf back, and the old woman as a gift tell her to bring home one of her two pumpkins, a small or a large one. Girlie chooses the smaller pumpkin. When she breaks open the pumpkin at home, she discovers the fruit is filled with jewelry. The fruit is filled with jewelry. Uh, wait. The Charlotte and their mother get jealous and want their own pumpkin filled with jewelry. So they go to the river and deliberately lose their scarf. Then they visit the old woman's house and ask for a pumpkin. They bring home the big one, of course, but instead of jewelry, their large pumpkin is filled with snakes. The story has been adapted many times into stage plays, movie, and TV series. In 2005, it was made into an Indonesian soap opera or cinetron set in contemporary Indonesia. Celery and garlic become high school teens, revealing estimate values. It's not pretty necessary. And the second story, it's about Maling Kundang, and I I think it's really similarly story too in Malaysia also. The original Malin Kundang story is set at a specific location, the Air Manis beach in Padang, West Sumatra. Malin Kundang tells the story of an ungrateful son who is cursed into stone by his mother. If you visit the beach, you can see a stone believed to be the cursed Malin Kundang because it is shaped like a person face down on his knees begging for forgiveness. Another folktale from West Kalimantan called but the Crying Stone has a story very similar to Malin Kundang, but no crying stone has ever been discovered in the area. And the third story is about Timan Mas, a traditional story too from Central Java, or in English is Gadel Cucumber, features a brave young girl who escapes the clutches of a gang called Buto, the Green Giant. It starts with a childless old widow living by herself. She visits the Green Giant, a powerful giant, asking to be blessed with a child. The Green Giant gives her a large cucumber and asks her to promise to give her first child to him to devour. When the widow gets home, when the widow gets home, she finds a baby girl inside the cucumber. She names her Timun Mas and forgets about her promise. One day, when Timun Mas is already a teenager, the Green Giant drops by the old woman house asking her to fulfill her promise. The woman tells Timun Mas to run away, picking her supply of magic cucumber seeds, needles and salt. The green giant chases Timon Mas, but she always manages to escape by deploying her mother magic tricks. The green giant is finally defeated when Timon Mas sprinkles salt around him that turns into an ocean and swallow him whole. The published this that maybe of the story. And the fourth story is the name Tangkuban Perahu. It's a volcano in Lembang, West Java, means upturned boat in the local Sundanese dialect. The name is taken from a local legend that bears similarities to this classical Greek tragedy or Oedipus Rex. The story heroine is an exiled princess called Dayang Sumbi who likes weaving to pass her time. One day, her weaving needle goes missing and she too lazy to find it. Instead, she makes a wish that she will marry whoever finds the needle for her. A dog called Tumang finds the needle and brings it back to Dayang Sumbi. The dog turns out to be a god curse to life as a dog. Dayang Sumbi and Tumang marry, and soon their son Sangkureng is born. Sangkureng grows up to be a skillful hunter. He hunts with Tumang, but does not know that the dog is actually his father. One day, when he could not find any prey, Sangkureng kills Tumang and brings to his living home. When Deng Sumi finds out her own son has killed her husband, she hits Sangkureng in the head, leaving a large scar, and banishes him. Years later, Sangkureng returns home and falls in love with his own mother, who has been given the gift of eternal youth by the gods. Deng Sumi at first attracted by the young woman, now a famous warrior, but she then sees the scar on Sangkuriang head and realizes he's her own son. To stop Sangkuriang from marrying her, the zombie ordered him to make her a lake and a big boat to sail on before dawn arrived. Sangkuriang summoned the spirit of his ancestor to help him finish the task. Worried that Sangkuriang might actually make his deadline, Deng Sumbi prayed for dawn to come earlier and use her magic soul to create sunlight. In desperation and thinking that he has failed his test, Sangkuriang kicks his half-blade but upside down and the upturned boat turns into a mountain. And it's this is a last story about si Kancil. In Indonesia and Malaysia, tales are tricksters called si Kancil or the moose there are widely popular in the story. Kancil always outsmart farmer and bigger animals. In Kancil and the crocodile, Kancil want to cross a river to reach a cucumber garden. The river is full of crocodile who want to eat him. In one version of the story, Kancil tells the crocodile to line up because he wants to give them meat and he jumps on the crocodile backs to reach the cucumber garden. Another version says Kancil tricks the crocodile to line up by announcing that the king of the jungle is hosting a festival and Kancil has been tasked to count number of crocodile in the river. And the most their story have been turned into books and wayang shadow puppet performed according to his traditional historical. So that's the last of what the last of story in culture of Indonesia that I can say. So I want to make a tradition to what wait I want to explain about a traditional house in Indonesia. Some what the name is some house some traditional house in Indonesia there is a Padang house. It similarly looks like a horn of bulls and have uh, like have and it, uh, uh, and have what a form like a stage to uh, wait and their home is like a stage to avoid snake and some what else of traditional house in Indonesian. I'm not real. I'm not sure for what for. Mm, wait, I'm not sure for remember it. That's it. This is what you and have um not really I'm not a culture man. I don't really remember or knows about traditional or culture or of Indonesian. Okay, next is I will tell you about a city in Indonesia. Maybe the main city in Indonesia is Jakarta. Is a most forward, most fast. What? Uh, Wait a minute. The advanced civilization, because obviously the Jakarta is the main of city of Indonesia. That's why Jakarta is advanced of civilization, civilization, whatever. And there in Jakarta has many company, many uh, software developer company, and for and obviously in Jakarta the food is very expensive, and to live there is expensive too, like the house, the the place to buy it. It's maybe take 100 million for maybe 10 hectare. Oh no, five maybe. I don't really know about that. So next to my goals, a topic. My goal in studying in EDN is I wanna speak English clearly. That will be amazing if I can speak English clearly. And a second one is I want to be a professional software developer. Maybe just it. And bye. Maybe. Okay. Back in uh, it's 28 time left to finish the video. So the topics is all have been explained. So I mean in 28 times left, I will tell a story, folk tale. So in the previous video, I have not explained it about story of Malin Kundang. So now I will continue the story. Once upon a time, on the north coast of Sumatra lived a poor woman and his son. The boy was called Malin Kundang. They didn't earn much as fishing was their only source of income. Malin Kundang grew up as a skillful young boy. He always helped his mother to earn some money. However, as they were only fisherman helper, they still live in poverty. Mother, what if I sell overseas? Asked Malin Kundang one day to his mother. Mother, if I stay here, I'll always be a poor man. I want to be a successful person, urged Malin Kundang. His mother with her tears. If you really want to go, I can help you. I could, I could only pray to God for you to gain success in life, said his mother wisely. But promise me you'll come home. And the next morning, Malin Kundang was ready to go. 3 days ago, he met one of the successful ship's crew. Malin was offered to join him. Take a good care of yourself, son, said Malin Kunang's mother, as she gave him some food supplies. Yes, mother, Malin Kunang said. You too have to take a good care of yourself. I'll keep in touch with you, he continued before kissing his mother's hands. Before Malin stepped on onto the ship, Malin's mother hugged him tight as if she didn't want to let him go. It had been 3 months since Malin Kundang left his mother. As his mother had predicted before, he had contacted her yet. Every morning she stood on the pier in the pier. She wished to see the ship that brought Malin Kundang home. Every day and night she prayed to the God for her son's safety. There was so much prayer that had been said due to her deep love for Malin Kundang. Even though it's been a year, she had not heard any news from Malin Kundang. She kept waiting and praying for him. After several after several years waiting without any news, Malin Kundang's mother was suddenly surprised by the arrival of a big ship in the pier where she usually stood to wait for her son. When the ship finally pulled over, Malin Kundang's mother saw a man who looked wealthy stepping down a ladder along with a beautiful woman. She could not be wrong. Her blurry eyes still easily recognized him. The man was Malin Kundang, her son. Malin Kundang's mother quickly went to see her beloved son. Malin, your big son, said Malin Kundang's mother, and without hesitation, she came running to hug Malin Kundang. I miss you so much, but Malin Kundang didn't show any response. He was ashamed to admit his own mother in front of his beautiful wife. You're not my mother. I don't know you. My mother would never wear such rich and ugly clothes, said Malin Kundang as he released his mother's embrace. Malin Kundang's mother took a step back. Malin, you don't recognize me? I'm your mother, she said sadly. Malin Kundang's face was as cold as ice. Guard, take this old woman out of here, Malin Kundang ordered his bodyguard. Give her some money so she won't disturb me again. Malin Kundang's mother cried as she was dragged by the bodyguard. Malin, my son, why do you treat your own mother like this? Malin Kundang ignored his mother and ordered the ship crews to sail. Malin Kundang's mother sat alone in the pier. Her heart was so hard. She cried and cried, Dear God, if he is my son, please let him have a safe journey. But if he is, I curse him to become a stone. She prayed to the God. In the in the quiet sea, suddenly the wind blew so hard and a thunderstorm came. Malin ship was wrecked. He was thrown by the wave out of his ship and fell on a small island. Suddenly his whole body turned into stone. He was punished for not admiring his own mother. So that's just take a 5 minute of story about Maling Kundang ya. I mean we we need story again. Uh, some more story is titled The Wolf and the Lamb. Uh, the stories. A lamb was grazing with a flock of sheep one day. She soon found some sweet grass at the edge of the field. Farther she went, away from the others. She was enjoying herself so much that she said did not notice a wolf coming nearer to her. However, when it pounced on her, she was quick to start pleading. Please don't eat me yet. My stomach is so full of grass. If you wait a while, I will taste much better. The wolf thought that was a good idea. So he sat down and waited. After a while, the lamb sighed, If you allow me to, allow me to dance, the grass in my stomach will be discussed faster. Again, the wolf agreed. While the lamb was dancing, she had a new idea. She said, "Please, take the bell from around my neck. If you ring it as hard as you can, I will be able to dance even faster." The wolf took, the wolf took the bell and rang it as hard as he could. The shepherd, the shepherd heard the bell ringing and quickly sent his dogs to find the missing lamb. The barking dogs frightened the wolf away and saved the lamb's life. That's a very, is it? That's a very short story. I mean, uh, so shall we get another story, maybe from another country? Let me search it. Wait, I didn't. Uh, what? I didn't find yet. Hmm. Oh, wait, I still searching. I think this website is good. Hmm. I think there's no the full details in this website. I should search again. Wait. Hmm. Wait a minute. Oh, itu. Is. Hmm. I thought I found a good one. It's titled "An Old Man in the Village." Maybe you already know, probably. An old man lived in the village. He was one of the most unfortunate people in the world. The whole village was tired of him. He was always gloomy. He's, he constantly complained and was always in a bad mood. And, and the longer he lived, the more vile he was becoming, uh, and the more poisonous were his words. People avoided him because his misfortune became contagious. It was even unnatural and insulting to be happy next to him. He created the feeling of unhappiness in others. But one day, when he turned 8 years old, 80 years old, an incredible thing happened. Instantly, everyone started hearing the rumor that the old man had become happy. He didn't complain about anything anymore, always smiled, and even his face is freshened up. The whole village gathered together. The village asked the old man about what happened. He answered, "Nothing special. 80 years I've been chasing happiness and it was useless. And then as I decided to live without happiness and just enjoy life. That's why I'm happy now." Next story. The title is The Wise Man. People have been coming to the wise man, complaining about the same problem every time. One day, he told them a joke and everyone roared in laughter. After a couple of minutes, he told them the same joke and only a few of them smiled. When he told the same joke for the third time, no one laughed anymore. The wise man smiled and sighed. "You can laugh at the same jokes over and over. So why are you always caring about the same problem?" Okay, next story. Two best friends. A story tells the a story tells that two friends were walking through the desert. During some point of the journey, they had an argument, and one friend slapped the other one in the face. The one who got slapped was hurt, but without saying anything, wrote in the sense, Today my best friend slapped me in the face." They kept on walking until they found an oasis where they decided to take a bath. The one who had been slapped got stuck in the mire and started drowning, but the friend saved him after he recovered from the near drowning. He wrote on a stone, "Today my best friend saved my life." The friend who had slapped and saved his best friend said, asked him, after I hurt you, you wrote in the sand, and now you wrote on the stone. Why?" The other friends replied, "When someone hurt us, we should write it down in the sand, where winds of forgiveness can erase it away. But when someone does something good for us, we must engrave it in a stone, where no one can ever erase it." I think it's a good story one. Next to other story, The Greedy Lion. It was an incredible hot day, and the lion was feeling very hungry. He came out of his den and searched her and there he could find only a small hare. He cooked the hare with some hesitation. "This care can fill my stomach," he told the lion. As the lion was about to kill the hare, a deer ran that way. The lion became greedy. He thought that it is better to eat the big deer rather than the small hare. He let the hare go and went behind the deer, but the deer had vanished into the forest. The lion now felt sorry for letting the hare off. Uh, Finish. The story is finished, and it still maybe 11 minutes left. What could I say again? Let's be searching. Wait. It's been hard here. Uh, mm, Wait, I still even an idea to speak here. Hmm. Wait a minute. Hmm. Mm. Wood was sorry, I forgot to speak. So it's time to speak. To continue my speak. Um, I'm gonna tell a story again. It's about true friendship. Um, Fiona was a girl who rarely smiled. She looks so, so sad every day. Rina, her classmate, was so worried about her. One day, Fiona was not going to school. The next day, she was late. She didn't say anything either to the teacher or her friends. She kept quiet whole day. After class, she went back to her home in a hurry. Rina decided to follow her so that she knew what her problem were. After finding Fiona, Rina was shocked. She saw Fiona sat helplessly in the cemetery. Rina was approaching Fiona. She saw that Fiona was crying beside her sister Tom. Rina sat closely with Fiona and hugged her. She said that everything will be okay. Rina asked Fiona to tell her problem and never hide it. After that day, they were become a true friends. Yes, that's it. Okay, some bird story. Another story. The secret park in my grandfather's house. Last summer, my family and I went to my grandfather's house. We stayed there for about 1 week. I and my brother were so happy since my grandfather's house was located close to the beautiful and greener farm. One day, I saw my grandfather went to the farm behind the house. I was so curious since I had never gone there. The place looked so scary. My grandfather saw me. Then he immediately asked me to follow him. And I was so surprised since there was a flower park behind the farm. The park was so full of flower and butterfly. My grandfather said that they planted all the flower and took care of them. After the day, I spent my whole day enjoying the time in the park. Again and again, a bored story and a short story. Nothing special of my storytelling. So it's been how 26. I mean, we need 2 minutes left. So what? I think we have to go. What name is the name? Closing maybe. That just that all I can say, and uh, else sorry about my mistake. Goodbye and see you next time.